my choice.
And before we've even begun, here it is. The Subaru Impreza is the best, and that's that. It just is.
At this point, James arrived with one of his favourite things, a contrary opinion.
That is a fantastic car, Hammond. The Subaru is superb. It's not quite as fantastic as what I've brought, which is a Mitsubishi Evo.
Yes, and if you're on an actual rally special stage or a racetrack, the Evo is brilliant. But the fact remains, to get home again, you would take the Subaru because it's just more suited to the real world somehow. It's more calm.
Calm?
Yes.
Who wants a calm rally car?
This twat.
At this point, Jeremy demonstrated that he hadn't been listening to himself.
Hello! Didn't you say that you had to bring the best rally car?
It is. It's an Audi Quattro.
That's not an Audi Quattro.
It is!
Where does it say Quattro on that?
It doesn't.
Because it isn't one.
There you go.
Listen, it doesn't say the Duke of Marlborough on the Duke of Marlborough. But we know he is the Duke of Marlborough because his ancestor won a battle. And that car's ancestor won a battle. Twice, won 2 battles.
You've brought the wrong thing.
It's an RS4.
These are rally
It's an
cars.
executive car.
Listen, I am older than you two.
And older.
And with age has come wisdom.
Wait.
Greyness. And weight.
Yeah, it is a bit heavy, I admit.
They are a heavy car.
He said dodging that one.
The idea was that we'd meet up with our muscle cars in San Francisco, the 14th most populous city in America. But immediately we ran into another problem. This is the Cadillac CTS-V that James will be driving. This is the Corvette ZR1 that I'll be driving. And this is an empty space where Richard's Dodge Challenger should have been parked.
It isn't here because Chrysler, the people who make the Dodge Challenger, said we're always horrid about their cars, and they decided at the last minute not to lend us one.
Now, if this was normal Top Gear, we'd just make a Challenger out of leaves or something.
Yes, or push Hammond off there and carry on without him.
Exactly. But we decided to show Chrysler.
In a factual, not an entertaining way.
Oh, absolutely. That Britain is not a bankrupt rock in the North Atlantic. And that we will not be pushed around by a 2-bit car company.
This is a Dodge Challenger that I've just bought. Yeah, but you could stop us, didn't you? Because of demand for these cars over here right now, I have had to pay $51,000, which is $10,000 more than the list price. But all the same, I reckon, what, £28,000 is not a lot for 425 horsepower and a sound that can start earthquakes. Oh yeah!
That's subtle.
Once we were all assembled, we broke out the map. We had to get from San Francisco across California and Nevada to the Bonneville Salt Flats in Utah, where in 3 days' time we'd been entered for the Speed Week drag races.
Now look, you two, no irony, no hyperbole, no sarcasm, and don't put a cow on your roof.
Can I crash into James every time we stop?
No.
Just a tiny...
No!
And I was the first to arrive in a magnificent Porsche 928 GT.
That is quite a view, and this is quite a car. I have always loved 928s because they were just so futuristic. I mean, this car is 23 years old, and it looks like it was designed yesterday. And it was the last good-looking car that Porsche ever made, and although it's a V8, it's quiet and dignified and elegant. If this were a person, it would go to embassy cocktail parties and know many things. Traditional V8s would push you in the swimming pool and then fart and think it was funny. Traditional V8s, well, like this, for example, they're brash and they're loud and they're childish. What have you done, Hammond?
There it is. Not just a V8, the definitive V8.
Is it?
Ford Mustang, the Mach 1. Look at it.
It's a bit
It's brilliant.
unnecessary.
No, it's not. That's the whole point of it. It's stripped down. Everything on it is functional.
Is it?
Yes.
This rear spoiler, what does it do?
Nothing.
Does the front splitter do anything?
No.
Racing fuel filler cap?
No, it's just a cover.
Is the engine 19 feet long?
No, it's not.
Why then has it got a 19-foot bonnet?
Well, because they decided they wanted to make the Mustang bigger in '71. So they did. And they did that by just making it bigger.
This is all just pointless.
No, it's bigger. That is the ram air, and that's an Edelbrock carb underneath it, the plenum there, it works.
I mean, if I were 9, it would be tremendous. But I'm not. I mean, it's all just preposterous.
It's brilliant, is what it is. It's the essence of V8-ness.
Should we just turn our attention now to the elephant that isn't in the room?
Yeah.
Captain Lost. What do you...
I don't know. I've been thinking, I don't know.
Had to be a V8, so I thought it'd be a Mercedes. He'll have gone like he did in Botswana, solid.
I reckon he's gone for Range Rover.
In fact, we couldn't have been more wrong.
No way! That is not him.
Not serious.
He's gone completely mad.
Oh God, he thinks he's Bond.
He does think he's Bond. Don't say anything about his suit.
No.
Hi. Gentlemen, the Lotus Esprit,
Isn't it?
twin turbo V8.
Have you been on a Top Gear special before?
I've seen you on them. You have, I've seen you there.
Yes, I have.
Definitely
I
was. James, they're tough.
Yeah.
Some viewers don't know this, but Lotus does not have a good reputation for quality. Some say that this stands for lots of trouble, usually serious.
It has a hand-built V8 engine with 2 turbochargers designed by a specialist, small British car-making company, and that is a byword for reliability and motoring pleasure. We know
It's
that.
not, and you know that.
Should we just run through some of the detailing on it? The door
Carry
handles on this model are from a Vauxhall Cavalier.
Correct.
Door mirrors are from a Citroën.
Don't touch it.
The gearbox in this is from a Renault 25.
Correct.
Because that was the best gearbox they could find, or the only one that would fit.
It was the only one that would fit.
And of course, the body is made from exactly the same material as a lavatory seat.
Or a bucket.
Anyway, have you finished being envious of my car? If I could move on. The Porsche 928.
Yes.
Fascinating. Hammond! Wowzers! I do like that in a slightly Richard Hammondy sort of way. Is that a Mach 1?
It certainly is. Yeah.
Look at that. Tell me that isn't magnificently
boring.
It isn't.
I'm glad it's grey though.
Why?
Well, because it's very businesslike. You can advise me on my mortgage later on.
I am, as always, the voice of reason and wisdom on this programme. The car I've chosen is, I think, the best car Jaguar ever made. The V8 supercharged XJR. It's cool without being cool Britannia. It's caddish without being laddish. It's violent without being vicious. And it is just the last word in sophistication. Hannibal Lecter had one, and I think that says it all, because the last we saw of him, he was on a plane, scot-free, eating a district attorney's head.
Soon I reached the meeting point where I found James, who'd bought an XK8 convertible.
There we are, look. A big cat near an old dog. Greetings, mate.
Moron. It's not a Subaru. You're supposed to be upholding the reputation of the Jag driver.
Why have you bought that?
Because it's excellent.
It isn't.
It is.
No, this was a very poor Jaguar.
No, this was a very good Jaguar.
It wasn't. You could go camping in the wheel arches of it. Look, it was so high up. They looked all right when they were supercharged and lower, but this
No, but they didn't work properly when they were supercharged and lower because they had a terrible ride. The one thing you get from a Jag is a nice ride. You're disconnected from the world. That's the point. Anyway.
And those wheels, what's the matter? There's no anyway about it. That's the best Jag probably ever made. Well, it is.
No.
Tell me what's wrong with that.
One of the wheels is odd.
Yes, right, I know exactly what's happened here. Previous owners had a puncture. He simply borrowed a wheel from another car to use.
And he's going to give it back.
Of course he is.
Yeah.
Because he drives a Jag.
Exactly.
And look in here.
It looks as if there's been a knife fight in the car.
That's because he went to stay with some friends, obviously, thought I'll borrow their cutlery, tucked it into his trousers, and then he's cut his seat. That's what's happened.
At this point, Mr. Hammond hoved into view.
God, is that a Mark 10?
That is a Mark 10. That's a properly villainous Jag.
That is a proper Jag.
Jag. Oh, yes.
Whatever you do, okay, do not tell him that.
No. Hammond, you idiot.
What?
Well, we're supposed to be upholding the reputation of Jaguar. You've brought an antique, you've brought an old piece of furniture.
I am celebrating and reveling in the glories of Jaguar. This is 1967 420G. Look at this front end started with this car. That's the Jaguar look, isn't it? The four headlamps, the narrow
Hammond,
grille.
seriously, what is that?
It's a 420G. This was the
No, not that. That.
This was my jacket. I thought, a bit of style. We're in Jaguars.
There's no style in the jacket at all.
This is riddled with style, mate.
That is...
Some of your jackets are terrible, but I can't...
Anyway, this was favoured by every villainous bank robber and baddie in and around England in the 60s.
And how much did you pay for it?
£6,500.
What?
I know. That is a lot of car for £6,500. Look at the size of it.
Hammond, that is £2,500 more than I paid for a supercharged Jaguar.
That is Jaguar's embarrassing attempt to recapture their own design that started with this, the four headlamps, the narrow grille. This is definitive. Your car is derivative.
And Hammond wasn't finished there.
Look at the size of this. Imagine how many oil paintings borrowed I could get in there.
It smells terrible.
Toolkit.
Let me have a look.
That's for opening windows.
This is no.
They're not necessarily for fixing the car.
None of it. That's for cutting through somebody's fence. This is for undoing the paintings from the walls. All the Jaguar toolkit is just for burglary.
It's got Jemmy in it.
This is the original track day car, and in my opinion, still the best. It's the Caterham 7, but it's no ordinary Caterham 7. This is the R500 Superlight. It is, as you'd guess, less heavy. It has no frills, no adornments, no garnish apart from a few stripes. It's simple, it's pure, it's an unadulterated driving experience, and I absolutely love it. But, and this is a weird thing, Jeremy Clarkson believes he's come up with something better.
Yes, I have. This is the KTM crossbow. Part insect, part terrain following missile.
Wait a minute.
What?
I thought you were bringing that new thing they're making in Cheshire.
What, the BAC mono?
Yes.
It broke down
Where did it break down?
in the factory.
What, it broke down while they were still building it?
Yes. No, it really did. So, this is my second choice, and despite that, it's still better than yours.
Is it?
Yes.
Why is that then?
Because yours is from the 1950s, and this is from this morning. Carbon fibre panels, mid-engined, pushrod actuated, double wishbone suspension.
How much is it?
49,000.
Yeah, you see, mine's £41,000, so it's cheaper.
Yes.
And it's better.
This was fine in 1961.
It's not the same car anymore, is it? It's got, you know, a better engine, it's got better suspension, better materials, it's been made slightly wider, it's got modern instruments, it's got
Modern
a
instruments?
sequential shift.
At this point, we were joined by our colleague.
What in the name of all that's holy?
Ha! You see, if you want a car built purely for fun, then you want this. It's the latest Morgan. It's made largely from aluminium, which is mixed with wood. But then that's the way Morgan build their cars, you see.
Why has it got RAF roundels on it?
Well, because, interestingly, it has been styled to look reminiscent of an aeroplane. It's got aeroplane
It hasn't got
style,
wings.
It's got aeroplane-style gauges.
Why is the engine not in the car?
Because it's an air-cooled V-twin, and it needs to be outside because that's where the air is.
What's in there?
Oil tank and the battery.
I think move to the back, if we may, Hammond,
Yes,
where we
of
have
course.
another question. And the question I'm going to ask is, it doesn't have any back wheels.
No, it does. It has one in the middle there.
So it's actually a tricycle.
It is a
It's
tricycle.
a three-wheeler. It's reminiscent of the original Morgan three-wheeler. Like, ask me what it weighs. Ask me what it weighs.
What does it weigh?
495 kilos. Less than 500 kilos.
But it's only half
The reason,
car.
if I sawed my leg off, I'd weigh much less than I do now. I wouldn't actually function anymore. I'd keep falling
this is
over.
good. You could pick this up and put it in your pocket if you so
It
chose.
looks like a coal scuttle.
I've got to ask, how much?
With taxes and things?
Yes.
£30,000.
£30,000?
It'd probably be 40 if it had four wheels.
Did you say as well, it's made from wood?
That's how Morgan build cars, coach build.
Traditional.
So there are
I
elements of wood
reckon
in
if
here.
you went to Morgan and said, would you like some diphtheria, they'd say, yes please, because that's traditional.
Wood
It's
is
a good
light
point.
and flexible and endlessly renewable and an excellent material to build cars from. The only reason more people don't do it is that you need craftsmen to build it. You can't just have some week pressing a button and stamping them
That's
out.
not true.
the
The Nissan GTR would be worse if it was made of wood.
The early aeroplanes were made from wood, but the Boeing 747 isn't. There's no wood in it.
The meeting point was a car park in Droitwich, and I was the first to arrive.
This is a Volkswagen Golf GTI. The standard bearer, the benchmark, the daddy. And think about it. A modern day GTI would cost you £27,000. This was just 800 quid. I mean, 800 quid for a Golf GTI. It's only done 172,000 miles. I mean, it's just 25 years old. Oh, there's James. Oh, Golf. That was a handbrake turn right there, ladies and gentlemen.
Yo!
XR2.
XR2i 16 valve.
16 valve.
Oh, yes.
See, I've gone for the coveted Mark II 8 valve model.
8 valve.
8 valve. What? Oh, the comedy stickers. The thing is, James, what you have to remember is, you know, when you look at a car, how's it been treated? Who's owned it? I looked at these stickers, the non-standard alloy wheels, and I suspect this has been slammed.
It does look like it's been
It's
slammed.
been lowered. So you add all those things together, and I've deduced it was probably owned by a parish priest. June Whitfield, probably.
Well, it's funny you should say that because I employ a similar tactic when I'm buying a car. So I looked at things like it has very high specification aftermarket brake pads.
Has it?
Which means it was somebody who was interested in safety, not speed.
Yes.
And also they've done things like left the jacking point exposed.
Yep.
So you spend less time exposed to danger if you have to change a wheel on the hard shoulder.
Exactly. 800 quid.
750 quid.
You see, we've been clever. We have been wise.
Sadly, our discussion was curtailed because Hammond then arrived. And he hadn't been wise at all.
Is that...
No,
Nova SRI.
no.
This is fun, isn't it? I'm
no.
loving my day so far. Let me talk you through it. 1.4 litre multi-point fuel injection, 82 brake horsepower. This is light and nippy and quick. This was the clever choice in its day.
Was it?
Yeah, it was. It was a clever. It was
Hammond-
alternative. I mean, I love what you've got. I see here, GTI, XR.
Hammond.
Yeah.
This has spent more time on its roof than it has on its wheels.
Well-
And all Novas are driven by yobbos who turn them over.
I must admit, because it's not just this door that doesn't match, that one was white. I don't think there's a ditch in Essex that this hasn't visited, but it's still working. These are very desirable.
Are they?
How much was it?
700 quid.
Not that anyone ever actually had to buy a Vauxhall Nova. It was much easier to steal one.
But nobody's to watch this if you're a car thief. Don't watch this. You have the keys.
I have the keys.
What I'm going to do is remove the hazard warning light switch, okay?
Yep.
I'm now going to pop it back in again, upside down, and lo and behold, the ignition comes on. So now it's just a question of...
Bump start. Go.
and there we are.
And I've got the key.
This is it, the latest version of the best-selling two-seater roadster of all time. And it's easy to see why. Peppy little engine at the front, 2 seats in the open air in the middle, rear-wheel drive. It's the perfect sports car recipe. But layered on top of that, in this new version, you get air conditioning, heated seats, lane departure assist, cruise control, rain sensing wipers, dusk sensing headlamps. You just can't do any better.
Well, you can actually, because all of those luxury items you're mentioning there, they just add weight and they mean it isn't a true sports car anymore.
Yes, it is.
No, it isn't. Colin Chapman, he was the bloke who founded Lotus. He said the ethos of a sports car is simplify and add lightness. He didn't say you simplify and add electric windows.
Yep, and then he gave all his money away to a drug dealer called John DeLorean.
This, ladies and gentlemen, is what it's actually about. This is called the Xenos. You get 4 wheels, you get somewhere to sit, you get an engine, and that's it. It's a sports car.
Yeah. What do you do if it rains?
Well, you'd get wet.
What if you want to listen to the radio?
Why would I want to listen to the radio round here?
Does it have a heater?
Nope.
Has it got windows?
Look, if you buy a football boot, you don't expect it to be usable as a ballet shoe, do you?
But Mazda has invented a football boot that you can wear to the opera.
Look, I can guarantee that if you wear that shoe to the opera house, it isn't...
At this point, the director said he'd heard enough about shoes for one day and told us to go for a drive.
Right, now I'm away from Hammond's luxury sports car resort. Let me tell you a little bit about this remarkable car. It's powered by the 2-litre turbocharged engine from the Ford Focus ST, giving 250 horsepower. That's mounted in the middle, right behind my head there, driving the rear wheels through a no-nonsense, old-school 6-speed gearbox. Now, 250 horsepower doesn't sound like a huge amount in the modern world, but this car, made with an aluminium spine and composite tub and all the rest of it, weighs less than 3/4 of a ton, so it is genuinely quick. Look, whoa! Yeah! Wait. It makes the noise of some futuristic propulsion system powered by antimatter. Yes, electrifying.
James comes from a world where he wants his phone and his camera separate. And I can keep a diary. This Mazda is a smartphone. It does everything. It looks brilliant. It will be endlessly reliable. It's fast. It's got speakers in the headrests. And it handles well. And you can get an MX-5 from 18,500. James's car starts at 33. And you don't even get doors. My shed has got doors. I furnish my cats with doors. You need doors. I bet he's been shaken to death in that thing.
I bet Hammond thinks I'm being shaken to death in here, but actually he's wrong, because this isn't like a BAC mono or a radical. It is obviously very much a car for taking on the track, but it's been tuned for use on the road. It's quite supple. See, look, bump, it's all right. I'm very relaxed. Eventually, we pulled over for a cup of coffee and a bit more arguing about doors. Just because they had them in the 12th century on cathedrals, whatever, it doesn't mean you have to have them now. Don't be a slave to convention.
People had eyelids in the 12th century and nobody's deciding, let's get rid of those, they're old hat. Oh no, I've got all dust in my eyes and I can't sleep.
Yeah, but that's completely facile, Hammond. You know exactly what I mean. The door... I mean, Reaver speedboats don't have doors. You don't say I'm not...
This is lovely, isn't it?
What are you doing here?
Well, word reached me that you two were talking rubbish.
What do you mean, rubbish?
Well, if you want the best sports car, you don't want a Mazda or a Xenos. You want...
Oh, God, he's brought an Alfa Romeo.
Yes, of course I have. Alfa Romeo 4C Spider.
This is what I'm talking about. A symphony in carbon fibre. Balance personified. The Graduate updated. A mini Ferrari, as cute as a bunny rabbit with the greatest badge in the history of motor.
How much is it?
You know perfectly well how much it is.
Yeah, we've forgotten.
Money is vulgar. You can't put a price on something as exquisite as that.
Yeah, but Alfa Romeo did put a price on it, didn't they? And what was it?
£60,000.
So you could have both of our cars and everything you see in the back of a shot here for the price of one of these Alfa Romeo.
I know,
right?
it is extraordinary value for money.
Too far from outside to
It's
inside.
miles.
Yes, thick sills
Here we go.
for strength.
Look
It
at
is.
this. Rotary heater knobs.
Wow, it's like being in the 1970s.
Yeah, it is actually.
Handbrake. Look at that. Is that fixed on or has that come off?
Alfa Romeo, purveyors of disappointment for nearly 3 decades.
Look at this. Classy.
Oh,
Yeah. Feel the quality.
let me
in
feel
that.
that. £60,000.
And this. So that's the noise you want to hear.
Yeah,
If you ever
that's-
buy a new item of clothing, never show it to these two, because they're like, oh, what are you wearing that jacket for? It makes you look like a German game show host.
That's satisfying.
Oh.
Why are you wearing that jacket?
Because I was at a party in India last night, and I've hurried over here.
Why did you go to the party dressed as a German game show host?
So we took the plunge as well, and an hour later met up at the American War Museum with our cheap as chips wheels. I bought this. It's a Minsk, Russian, 125cc, and it's, well, basically the AK-47 of bikes. Rugged, simple, easy to repair. It is built specifically to be used in countries where there are no roads. It will be, for whatever they throw at us, perfect.
I've gone completely native and I've bought this. It's an ancient Honda 50 Super Cub, the greatest motorcycle in history. Over 60 million of those have been built, and it is a greater liberator of the people than, well, that American tank, for example.
I've bought this, which is a motorcycle.
And technically this is a scooter.
It
If I
is.
let go now, it'll just fall over.
Oh, it's got a thing called a stand.
You really don't know anything about
Nothing.
bikes, do you? I mean, really
Nothing.
Tell you what I will say, it is actually very pretty, but
That's
also
lovely.
it's going to be useless because whatever the challenge is, tiny wheels and looking good, that's not going to help you.
He's
If the
right.
Why are
challenge
tiny
happens-
wheels wrong?
Because the holes are big and the little wheels go
What
further
holes?
into them. Well, holes in the road.
So you'll be all over the place.
How many cylinders has it got?
Well,
One.
it's 2-stroke.
It was time for the main challenge.
I promise you, I'm not interested in this. Here in Britain, the economy is not that great, but from what we understand, over the border in Spain, things are absolutely dreadful.
Yeah, so it really wouldn't be appropriate for us to do what we usually do and turn up in £3 million V12 monsters.
No, because that would just look like we were showing off.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, but because it's Spain and therefore likely to be very sunny, we did want to be able to take the roof off. So what we've done is we've organised 3 budget convertibles for a nice drive from here in Britain to Madrid.
I've gone for the second cheapest car in the Ferrari range, which is not necessarily a bad thing. It's like choosing wine in a restaurant. As we all know, the second cheapest is always your best bet. It's the 458, and this is the new Spider version. Available now for a very reasonable £198,000.
I've gone for the new McLaren convertible, the 12C Spider, which amazingly is even cheaper. This is just £195,000. For that sort of money, I was expecting a sort of Scout hut with windscreen wipers, but I've got sat-nav, I've got air conditioning, central locking, electric windows, power steering. It's really not bad at all. But when it comes to value, Iron Man had trumped both of us.
Yes, hello viewers, and as you would expect, I have done it properly. I've chosen the Audi R8 convertible, the V10 version, a mere snip at £121,000. Although, to be honest, from where I'm sitting, I really can't work out why it's so much cheaper than the others. I mean, it has the biggest engine, 5.2 litre V10 from a Lamborghini. It has four-wheel drive, it has the best standard equipment. It is the perfect car for a cash-strapped economy.